there, welcome to my channel. You may have seen my original Breton Far recipe, but I'm going to have a go at trying to make some different flavoured fars, and this is going to be a bit of a series. So I'm not going to make huge batches of each one, but I thought I could try some with some flavoured milks that are available at various supermarkets. So today I'm going to be making a strawberry one. And I've just reduced the ingredients right down to 50 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of white granulated sugar, and I've got 250 mils of strawberries and cream flavoured milk. I really don't know how that's going to go, so we'll just have to see, won't we? And rather than dried fruit, I'm going to be putting in some fresh strawberries. I've never tried a far with fresh fruit before, so I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. And we'll be needing 1.5 eggs. So I'll crack on and let's see how we do. Crack on, literally. It's probably enough. And then I'll pop my flour and sugar in. Give that a mix. And then pop this milk in. I'll add it bit by bit. I can really smell the fresh strawberries in there, and it is going a bit of a pinky colour, so that's interesting. That's my batter ready. I've already greased my cake tin. Actually, I'm using a loaf tin because it's about the right size for a small far. I'll just give my strawberries a wash and then cut them in half and pop them in the bottom. There we go. And I'll just pop my mixture on top. Oh, the strawberries are floating a little bit. I wasn't expecting that. I wonder if they'll push down. Well, it looks like I'm not going to be able to stop them floating, so I'll just put a few more in and then I'll create quite a nice decoration. That's going to go in the oven now. Let's see what happens. Well, it sort of worked. It didn't rise as much, and I think that's because the strawberries were floating on the top. But it may well have layered. I'm going to cut into it and let's see what it looks like from inside. It has been in the fridge for a bit, so it's set quite a lot. Oops. And you can see, yes, it's made the lovely egg custard style layers. So I'm going to have a taste and just see what that tastes like. It's actually really, really good. It looks a bit funny because the strawberries are slightly, I won't say burned, but caramelised on top. But boy, does that pack a fantastic strawberry flavour. Okay, I know what you're thinking. That looked like a car crash, and it was really difficult to elevate it any more than looking like a car crash. So I thought I'd try it again, and I'll try and use a dried fruit substitute for strawberries. This one is called Yo-Yo, and it says it's real scrumptious strawberry. When I look at the pack, the ingredients are apples, pears, strawberries, 1% black carrot extract. So I'm not even sure how strawberry it's going to taste. But with the strawberry milk as well, then hopefully it will taste something like strawberries, and hopefully you'll have more of a dried fruit effect that we get with a normal Breton Far. So let's have a look at these yo-yos. It's a sort of roll of dried fruit. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to sit on the bottom, but let's just have a little taste of this and see whether it does taste like strawberries at all. No, I'd say it tastes more like apple and pears. I'm not really getting strawberries in it, but let's see whether it works with the strawberry milk. I've got my 1.5 eggs here already whisked, so I'm just going to add my flour and sugar, 50 grams of each. And this time I'm also going to add just a pinch of salt. Give that a bit of a mix. And then add in the milk gradually. Right, that's my batter, and that does smell of strawberries now. So what shall I do with these? I could sort of create a pattern with them on the bottom. I'm just thinking about this. Maybe you could use some sort of strawberry licorice or something if you like licorice. It does feel a lot denser, so I'm hoping that's not going to float. Incidentally, I think they're actually meant for children because they contain some sort of bear card. But they are nothing but pure fruit, so I suppose they're quite healthy, really. That might create an interesting effect. I'll pour the batter in, fingers crossed. And push those down because they're not floating, but it's just not very much batter, so hopefully if I push them down to just underneath, the batter will still rise a bit better than it did before. So I'm going to pop that in the oven and let's see what the result of that one is. Well, this took about 40 minutes and it's just bouncy on top, so I'm going to let it cool down now and then we'll have a taste. Well, the strawberry far has been in the fridge for a while and it's set now, and I've taken it out of its tin. The fruit strips have faded in colour with the cooking and they look a little bit like bacon strips. So from the look of it, you wouldn't really know whether this was a savoury dish, for example a quiche, or a sweet dish. But you can really smell the strawberries in it, and again it's quite hard to elevate, but you can see the layers and it's layered beautifully. And I've just put a little bit of yogurt with this and I'm going to have a taste now. There is a nice delicate strawberry flavour there, and the flavour of the fruit strips is actually very sweet, but you haven't got that huge strawberry punch that you had with the cooked fresh strawberries. It certainly does far though, and I think it's quite a nice flavour really for general everyday consumption, and I wouldn't not make it again. So I hope you enjoyed this first foray into making different flavoured fars, and if you've got any suggestions for different flavours, leave me a comment and maybe you'll see that suggestion in a future video. So do subscribe to make sure that you get that notification. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.